You did some Zoom ones. That
oh my god, the Zoom ones are so hard. Also, especially when it's with like a high school team and I accidentally drop an F-bomb.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The problem is giving advice to high schoolers too, because I feel like, especially with like pro running, you have to push through a lot of stuff. Or like, I'm a pretty hard-headed person. People are like, my shins hurt. What do I do for shin splints? Run through them. You can't tell.
That actually is an injury.
Yeah.
I coached high school cross country for 5 seasons, so number one complaint was shin splints.
Yeah. Do your hip stuff. Run through it. Tough it up. Rule number 5.
Right.
Sorry, kids. Molly's a psycho.
Yeah.
This is what I have to deal with here.
Yeah. So the rule is that you're not allowed to call him Sparky unless you've won a national championship.
Oh.
But so I don't actively call him Sparky, but he's in my phone as Sparky.
That's so great.
It's kind of like a Sparky. Don't call me that.
Yeah, my college coach is Tim Miles, great running coach name, and we called him T-Money, but anyone.
Oh, I love that.
That's a good one.
Name.
We always love, we were talking this morning about how Sparks is like a very low-key person. He's never one to like give like huge pump-up speeches or anything. Like the most intense speech he gave me my entire college career, like even for national championships, wouldn't rile up, wouldn't be like, this is your moment. Before indoor nationals, my senior year, he just comes up to me, he's like, Molly, these bitches aren't your friends, and walks away. I'm like, what was that? I mean, it worked. I won, so.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Noting. Okay.
It was tough, but as a high school coach, I couldn't quite swear.
Yeah.
I remember one time I swore I killed the spy.
Oh no.
We were like in the van, we got to the meeting, I was like, bitch! Because I was like, oh my god!
Oh my god!
Coach Rory, we never heard you swear. So. One more thing, coffee related. When you're in Ethiopia, did you have coffee there?
I had so much coffee.
I feel like I've had an Ethiopian blend. I just remember it being really strong and really tasty.
It's incredible. So the 2 times that I've been there have just been like a caffeine-fueled fever dream. The coffee is really small. It's in tiny little cups, but it is so potent. One of my friends, Katama, taught me how to like fully make it from like roasting the beans in a pan to hand grinding to all the way through to like serving. They put a lot of sugar in their coffee too. It's almost like 1-to-1 ratio of like, it's like 2 ounces of coffee and just like half of it is sugar.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's rocket fuel. That's why they run so fast.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now we know their secret. Got to get over there. Yeah, obviously we're situated here in Flagstaff. You are no stranger to Flagstaff. You've actually been training here over the years, correct?
Yeah. So the first time I came out to Flag was when I was 19. I've basically been out here every year since then. So yeah, now I'm dating myself the past 8 years or so. But yeah, I love it. I like to think of myself as a part-time Flag staffer. And
yeah.
It's really fun getting the balance of living in Boston and then getting to come out here and really like hammer in like a marathon build-up or something. It's just, I don't know, there's something special about Flagstaff.
Yeah, and obviously you spend a lot of time here, so maybe you could comment. Is there something you notice different about the Flagstaff running community versus, say, a Boulder and all these great locations?
I would say it's just a real community, like all centered around it, whether it's, I know the bagel run's kind of postponed right now,
Yeah,
but like
unfortunately.
you got the bagel run, you have like the Flagstaff long runs, and yeah, I think you just have the biggest long runs out there.
Yeah, it really is. It's like you come out here and it's just like so much fun getting to meet up with people. You've got pros constantly coming in and out, and then you've got the locals, and just like being able to have like, I don't know, just like a really tight-knit group of people that you always know are going to be willing to go out and just hammer mileage on the fire roads. It's like, I mean, that's super fun. And yeah, being able to have people that are willing to like go run hard and then get a beer afterwards, I mean, that's hard to find. I don't think Boulder's as fun as Flagstaff.
Ooh, throwing some shade at Boulder.
Pew, throwing darts.
Yeah, mentioning businesses, I think one thing that helps too, a lot of the business owners are runners themselves. So Pizza Coletta is right over on the corner here, and the owner, Caleb Schiff, is a runner himself.
Yep.
Now, you actually snagged a pretty big, notorious segment on Strava, didn't you?
I will have to say, one of my main goals of this training trip was to hit the pizza segment up to Caleb's house.
The pizza segment, yeah.
I will say there are not many Strava segments I specifically go after, but I straight up I went after that one. So it was difficult. I was definitely going lactic up that like 6% hill. So worth it.
6%. It's like a K. Did you do it with her? Were you
No,
there?
God, no.
No, I did it on my shakeout. I was like, we're hitting it today, because that is my preferred route up to the mesa.
Sure.
Because roads forever. But yeah, you come up around the turn and you're like, I slightly regret this decision. But yeah, so worth it. Got up to the top. I'm like hands on the knees. I'm like, got my free pizza. So yeah.
And then you quickly bypass those trails that you could run on.
No, so that's the thing. So I went immediately to the trails in the mesa. I always get lost on the mesa, and then I had to like climb down the side because I missed the actual turn off onto Mars Hill. So yeah, not this. I am a one-trick pony. I am made for the roads, and I know I should stick to them, but I still keep trying to do trails.
Hey, keep trying. So if you want to compare yourself to Molly, if you're in town, try that segment out.
Yeah.
It's kind of a tough one.
It is surprisingly difficult. Worth it for the pizza, though.
Now, when you're in town, are there people you try to run with? This can be an opportunity for to name drop. Or are there people? Are there people you've wanted to run with, but you haven't been able to?
So one of my best friends, Rachel Schneider, who I've lived with when I was coming out here when I was in college, we lived together. She lives in town full time, and so I've stayed at her house multiple times. So that's someone I'm always coming out to see. Diana Curry.
Of course.
Yeah, just like gotten around with Sarah Hall a couple times. Just like, I don't know, right now we're living with Kia and Bia up in Cheshire. So yeah, it's just like, it's fun having just like all these locals. I get to like come back and be the out of towner all the time. But yeah, it's really fun getting to have friends here that I can go back to.
We'll chill for a second.
Double train only happens like 10 times a day, so.
Yeah.
Did you know there's a bar, it's called Altitudes?
Yeah, they have really good burgers.
And if there's a double train near there, shots are $1.
Tequila Sunrise.
Whatever's on special.
There's one where it's at like 10:30 at night when the train stops. They do tequila.
Oh, there's like a bunch of scenarios. Or another one is like there's a Phoenician driving in the area and they go the wrong way on that one way. It's so common. You see people pulled out. Everyone like cheers and they're like, all right, $1 shots.
I love that. I need to start going to Altitude more.
And another reason I picked this, we've been talking a lot about sports, but I also wanted to reference academics. What kind of students were you? I'm just curious, obviously. Going to Notre Dame.
John Craig's like, I'm on my way out.
I mean,
I'm gonna leave now.
We have a world-renowned author here, so I'm sure you got 4.0, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do have my master's. So yeah, double majored at Georgetown. So yeah, I mean, academically,
There's one that you had sports management.
Sports industry management as a graduate program, and double major in psychology and sociology.
Yeah, I was biological anthropology and pre-med. So I will have to say I got out most of my hardest classes my first 2 years when I really sucked at running. I think my taking Orgo probably dive bombed my running performance. And then once I organic chemistry.
I
Sorry.
didn't even know that.
Then once I got to the classes that I was a little bit better at, and anthropology and archaeology, stuff like that, I noticed a significant bump in my running performance when I wasn't staying up till 3 a.m. studying every night. So stay in school, kids, but also C's get degrees and national championships.
Right? Cool.
Every college coach is going to hate me right now. Tell them to get A's.
Edit this part out now.
How do we can you get a PBR sponsorship?
Oh. Yeah. I would totally run in a PBR singlet, is all I'm saying.
I'm unattached right now, so
I'm open to.
I am very open to that.
There's actually some throwback like Bud Light Saucony singlets. I'm sure we could get a PBR one.
PBR would be
with a little blue ribbon on there, and then Nike would just sue us immediately.
They need to take this time, yeah.
We can deal with the lawsuit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Jump out of my bed like where the bread. You go hold the egg. Way to bring the check.